aunque me cause dolor, aunque me cause dolor. Los de la cantina ya me conocen, hasta el bartender sabe tu nombre. Más de 1000 veces partiste en mí.
Yes, my people. You're here with Carïana and Brayden, and we are coming to you with ALTODOUK. How are you today, Brayden?
Todo bien, todo bonito, gracias.
Yeah,
thank you,
good.
thank you for having me here. Contento, feliz. Just coming off a show we done yesterday.
How was it?
Good vibes, good vibes, good
Where
vibes.
did you perform?
It was at a rec party. It was pretty cool.
Oh,
Pretty
that
cool.
sounds
Yeah, it was cool. It was a
cool.
nice vibe, completely different type of people. Pero nada, feliz and just coming off another experience.
That's good. How did you feel performing to like a different crowd, like you're not your usual faces?
It's different. It's different, obviously, because they're not Latinos. When you do reggaeton in the Latin place, the place gets lit up. So it was a different vibe, but nevertheless, obviously, I enjoyed it. Like I'm saying, it's a nice, different experience to have. And yeah, no.
I think it's good. I think it's important to get out there and scenes that are not exposed to our culture, because it's like that's essentially what we want. People who don't listen to our music to bump to our music.
Claro. So obviously, he's bringing reggaeton to them, and yeah, just learning from their vibe as well, seeing the feedback. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. It's a cool experience.
That. So I wanted to ask you, where does El Claro Baby come from? Because I hear it in your songs. And I'm like, ooh, what's
Claro
that
Baby.
about?
So that's essentially like, it's a thing girls say, I'd say, Claro Baby. So it's like Claro Baby. So I'd expect like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm talking to a girl, I'm like, yo, like, are you down to like go out tomorrow? Like, what are we saying? Are we going to go eat tomorrow? Y Claro Baby, pues el Claro Baby, you get me? Like,
que claro.
si le llevo al cine mañana, Claro Baby, you know what I'm saying? So it's that's where it comes from. And yeah, I don't know, from that I was like, yeah, Claro Baby. Let me
No,
call
I
myself
like
Claro
that
Baby.
because it's like you say, people say it a lot.
Yeah.
So to put it on your music, it makes sense.
It's like people know, so it's like, oh wait, Claro Baby, this guy as well, is that cool? Every time I say Claro Baby, I remember Brayden, so it's like marketing at its
That's
finest.
smart. And for those of you that don't know what Claro Baby means, it means like, of course.
Of course,
It's
of
like,
course,
yes.
of course, baby.
Yes, baby.
Yes, baby.
Let's go. So tell me a typical day of the life of El Claro Baby Brayden. What's
Right
your
now,
day today? Yeah.
right now, I'm doing up gym. I'm doing up gym.
Look
You
at
see it?
I've seen you pumping the gym.
You see it, innit? Yeah, no, I'm doing well in the gym. Shout out my bro Wesley as well. He's always there with me through the journey. And now, like, I'm waking up, having breakfast. I'm a man of routine, innit? I love my routine. So like, I like waking up. It's 3 scrambled eggs in the morning, some oats, y que más, and a banana.
Man said protein.
Yeah, now
He
protein.
said I'm getting my protein
bro, it's in there. So that's like, that's scheduled. That's every day. So that's everyday thing. Wake up, go to work, come back around like, digamos, 3 de la tarde. So I wake up at like 6 in the morning to get that out of the way. Yeah.
Ooh.
Come back at like 3 p.m. Hit gym straight afterwards most times. Sometimes no,
good.
porque it depends if it's very busy in the gym.
Hey,
and getting there on a
honestly,
peak time is not the one. If you guys go to the gym, you know, getting to the gym at peak time is
It's
not the one, bro.
How many sets do you have
Yeah.
left?
No.
Are you nearly done?
You know what it is? My brother's always he's 1 minute. So like, if he's with me, he's like, "Hello, like, bro, like, how many sets you got? Like, you got 3. Say no more. You got 1 left."
He's like, that's it.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
getting cut
You got
short.
none left. I'm just there behind him, like, I like it.
I'm next. I'm after him.
Oh yeah, it's vibes. So we hit the gym, do our
good.
thing, get home, and then obviously maybe on a phone call with Savannah, trying to find the next step, next thing we're doing, next show, next event, trying to organize myself with music. So I'm obviously, I dedicate the 2 hours in the gym to my, let's say, to my mental health, to my personal side, and then after that it's straight back to work. So business, music, hitting up some new ideas for songs, like I said.
like
So
that.
I dedicate the time in my evening to my music, basically. And we do that again, Monday to Friday, and Saturday, Sunday, it's either shows or doing cool stuff like this.
No, I love that. And you mentioned Savannah. You want to tell the people a little bit more? Who is Savannah?
So Savannah, if you guys don't know already, is my manager. She's been managing me for, if I'm right, over 6 months now, maybe. Has it been 6 months, Savannah? Maybe we're going to break the full 4. Has it been 6 months?
Yes.
It's been 6 months, roughly. A bit longer. But, you know, yeah, she's been taking care of me. She's been doing an amazing job. Shout out to her. Like, honestly.
Yeah, she's a spectacular
Honestly,
human being.
she's a wonderful,
Literally.
wonderful person, apart from that as well. So she's a sick professional, wonderful person. And I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. So big shout out to Savannah. Boop, boop.
We love you, Savannah.
We do. Round of applause for Savannah. Round of applause for Savannah.
Yay! So how did you go about getting management? Because I know there's a lot of artists out there that don't have managers, and I think like from what you're saying, it's a huge helping hand to have someone there. So how did that whole process come about for you?
It starts with obviously working on yourself. I feel like when you work on yourself,
That's a gem.
come on, you have to.
Number one, work on yourself.
Yeah, no.
I love
obviously,
that.
you have to work on your branding, innit? As an artist, you have to represent something. So, like, I feel like I represent, let's say, if I were to describe myself as an artist, romantico, I sing for the ladies. That's like my style, my vibe. So once you have
That's
that,
baby Sukis.
so once you have your style sorted out as an artist or your branding, then that's when you move on to the next stage. So that's when you move on to like looking for performances, when you move on to, I don't know, like doing stuff like this, podcast interviews. And obviously there's only so much you can do as an artist, because obviously I'm good with making music, I'm good with things here and there, but you need someone beside you that can obviously take you to that next step. And obviously that's where Savannah comes in, and yeah, she's helped me move up another level.
No,
But
really
that's how
love
it
to
works,
see
working on
it.
yourself, making sure you know who you are, and then once you've established yourself well enough, you can find someone that trusts you as well as Savannah trusted me. And yeah.
Ya te quiero comer y repetir todas las poses. Hay que disimular.
How do you prepare for a performance like today, or any performance in general?
Practicing at home. Canto.
Okay.
Me miro al espejo, estoy cantando y tipo que miras, esto está mal, esto está bien, y nada, improvisar y preparar.
Eso es importante porque uno puede ver cómo se ve, cómo se siente.
Demasiado. A veces hay veces que me grabo y digo, ok,
No, eso es bueno.
hay que arreglar esto.
So you already know, you can take little tips, record yourself, look back, self-evaluation, you know that's important. Would you say you get nervous before a performance?
You know what, I'm pretty calm now.
I love
Pero cuando me entrego y cuando me dan el mic,
that. See?
siempre, es por ley. Pasa un poquito, pero you get used to it.
So what advice would you give someone who's performing for the first time and they might have those first nerve jitters? What would you advise them?
Just do it.
Love that.
Háganlo.
¿Sí, yo?
Va a salir, o sea, puede ser que tenga suerte y que salga re bien, pero 9 por 10 va a salir un poquito malo, como no lo esperas, pero igual con experiencia, with experience, keep doing it, like, you know, you learn. So I've learned from looking at artists here, and not being better.
I love that.
But we learn.
But do you know what? Well, like you said, you trial and error, and that's how you learn. Even if you feel like it went wrong, you're gonna learn something. So it's a win. It's a win either way.
No quiero verte ir, no puedo estar sin ti, no. Tú tienes tu magia, estás mal y si te quedas conmigo, quédate tranqui, solo llámame. Lo podemos hacer, infieles otra vez. Tú tienes tu magia, estás mal y si te quedas conmigo, quédate tranqui, solo llámame. Lo podemos hacer, infieles otra vez. Hola bebé, aquí otra vez, en timidez, desnudos en el mismo hotel. Yo pequé y no sé qué, voy a decirle a mi mundo. Tú sabes esto no es correcto, no estamos supuestos a hacer esto, pero tú me gustas tanto que me pierdo. Y la verdad que no, yo no quiero verte ir, yo no puedo estar sin ti. Tú tienes tu magia, estás mal y si te quedas conmigo, quédate tranqui, solo llámame. Lo podemos hacer, infieles otra vez. Tú tienes tu magia, estás mal y si te quedas conmigo, quédate tranqui, llámame. Lo podemos hacer, infieles otra vez. Me vas sin darnos cuenta, pasa la noche, se amanece. Tú te vistes con prisa, te ves bien rica, tu hombre va a vivir. Mamá, toma quita y cubre limpia. Si te preguntas, sabrás mi historia, amor. Me fui de tragos con mi amiga y la verdad, no sé qué fue lo que pasó. Yo no quiero verte ir, yo no puedo estar sin ti, no.
Why do you do music? Like, what's your why? What's your reason behind music?
To get rich. No, I'm joking.
He said for the money.
For the money. No, I'm joking. In all honesty, music's in my blood, man. My granddad used to sing. My dad loved music. My older brother sings. he still sings to today, still today. Pero I grew up watching him sing.
What kind of music?
Es chicha, música ecuatoriana.
Ah.
So it's not reggaeton, it's not urban.
No, but we're here for the culture.
There
we're
we
here
go,
for the
yeah,
roots.
yeah, there we
Like,
go.
Yo la quiero bailar, con mi negra sabrosa, yo la quiero gozar. A ver esa salsa, vamos, vamos, vamos.
Yeah, no, I grew up watching him sing, performing in front of big crowds when I was very young, probably like 8 or 7. So at that point, I was like behind the scene in the stages, watching him sing, and I was like, bro, like I want to do this when I'm older. So he's inspired me a lot in that sense. And yeah, it's just the love that my family has for music. I love writing, I love singing, and yeah, that's basically where it comes from.
would you say like it's kind of like therapy, like it's therapeutic to like write and make music, or?
A lot of my music is personal. So like there's a lot of like, I consider myself a very sentimental guy.
Love that.
But not so good at
We love
expressing
that,
myself with words, if that makes sense. Like I'd rather say it over a song. So that's where the therapy comes in. So like I'll write a song. If I'm feeling heartbroken, I'm gonna write something that makes me feel heartbroken.
And I think that's mad powerful to like transmute your feelings into something creative like that, because it's not easy, like you say, to express your feelings. And I know people will hear your music, and I think it's so powerful. People can resonate.
Yeah.
It's like, rah, I've lived through that.
I know what this guy's
I
going
know
through.
what he's talking about. And I think that's a really powerful thing, because it's like, usted está sanando usted y los demás a la misma vez. And I think that's a really powerful thing to do, you know?
Exacto. So that's exactly what it is, man. If I'm feeling happy, write a happy song. Feeling sad, write a sad song. And I'm pretty good as well, just putting myself in other people's positions. Obviously, that doesn't mean every single that I've made, I've experienced it, right? I'm very good at like saying, oh, I don't know if like, digamos un amigo me dice, oh, bro, this happened to me, like this girl cheated on me, like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
like,
put that in a song.
I'm gonna write that down for later. And I tell him, I literally tell him, like, bro, like, I'm gonna use that for later, yeah? Like, cool.
I mean, it's real life at the end of the day. That's why I say people can relate to it.
Exacto. So I look at it that way. It's just a good way to express how I feel, because, like I'm saying, in conversations, I'm not exactly the best. I've been told that anyway.
Interesting. If you had to say you were similar to any artist, obviously you're unique in your own way, but if you had to say I'm similar to Tal, who would you say it is?
That is a pretty it's a difficult one, I can't lie.
Yeah.
I would say maybe De La Ghetto. I love De La Ghetto. Yeah. He's cool.
Uniqueness.
I would say por his versatility. He can sing and he can do his thing on a rap as well, chantea muy duro. So I like his style. I'd say if I'd say I'm similar to someone, it'd probably be De La Ghetto.
And how would you say like your career pursuing music has been? Like, how has it been for you?
In
like
just,
this journey of music and pursuing it, because it's really hard, like you were saying, as an artist, like you got to do so many things. So how has that journey been for you?
You got to be prepared to fail, man. You have to be prepared to fail. If you think
Another
that
gem for your head pops.
Yeah, no, if you think you're going to get into the music industry and be successful all the way, and I don't know, you're going to drop a song, it's going to be a banger. I mean, it's happened before, of course it has, but for the majority of artists that I know, that's not the case.
Yeah.
Like you got to be willing to fail. You got to be willing to invest a lot of your money, invest a lot of your time, be willing to go through a lot of downfalls. I personally obviously have gone through that as well, and it's not a nice experience, but you got to be willing to look towards the end of the tunnel and see the light, man, and just be like, you know what, things didn't turn out the way I wanted them today, but eventually it will. And you just got to have faith and just keep pursuing your dreams, man. That's what it is. It's been a good experience so far, but like I'm saying, we're moving on, and we're just focused on getting better day and day.
Love that. So you were talking about investing in yourself. I think that's important. Do you feel like there should be more funding for artists? Like, do you think there should be like a program that artists can maybe appeal to and like get some sort of funding to go into their projects? Like, do you think there needs to be more support for artists, do you think?
110%. I feel like for the Latin scene here anyway, it's still growing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the whole reason there's not someone there to exactly back us like that financially. Obviously, the goal is to eventually get us to be well known enough, right? To be popular enough till someone comes and be like, okay, you know what? Let me invest in the scene here. So it's down to us as artists and as a community to grow our space in order for that to happen and to attract attention to us. So I think sooner or later it's going to happen, but it's obviously important.
Do you think quality control could play into that?
Yeah, I feel like as an artist, and just speaking in general, it's not about releasing music as quick as you can. It's about releasing something that, one, you're happy with and you know you're happy with. And then taking your time to slowly go through the process of marketing, going through the process of pitching it to the correct people, getting it on playlists, and make sure the release is ready to be the way it should be done. You know what I'm saying? It's not about just having a song done, releasing it on a publisher, and that's it. That's not what music is anyway as a business. If you're happy with just releasing music, of course, that's fine. But if you want to pursue an artist career, it's a completely different process.
I think you made such a vital point that is like you can release music for pleasure, but if you want to make a business out of it, you need to come at a different angle. And I think that's definitely something artists need to take into consideration. So can already see you got a good mindset on you. It's needed. In your songs, you always mention HRGS. What does that mean?
Okay, so HRGS is basically my dad's initials. So remember I was telling you about how my dad inspired me to sing and whatnot. That's a touchy subject, so that's why my voice is kind of cracking.
Even me, I'm like,
let me top it up.
God, that's so cute.
But no, so my that's another subject. But my dad passed away when I turned 18. Music obviously was a major factor of his life. He pushed my older brother a lot towards singing as well. And I didn't actually get to express my music side with him. So I got into singing pretty late. I think he maybe heard like 1 or 2 songs when I was going through my rapper phase. So I released music previously under another artist name, and I used to do English songs and I was rapping. So that was when I started off when I was like 13, 14. So I was before Brayden and Claro Baby and whatnot, right? So he heard a couple songs of me rapping and he was like, oh, that's cool, you're doing something new. And then I kind of like just gave it up because he wanted me to pursue university, get a degree. Like most Latin parents. Yes, exactly. Let's be honest. So so my dad was obviously trying to put me into that direction of stuff. Like I'm saying, dad passed away, pops passed away, and that affected obviously me mentally. Naturally. For a long period of time. And I don't know, maybe until today I still don't get over it, like I'm saying, because it's still a touchy subject. But that definitely had an impact on me, and it motivated me, man. It motivated me to keep going. And I was like, bro, you know what? Like, fair enough, dad isn't here, and fair enough, he's not here to see what I'm doing now. But I know that he would have been proud in it.
100%. I mean, he may not physically be here, but he's always here in the ether. 100%. And
that's what HRGS is. You get me? So HRGS is dad's initials. So HRGS. I had a friend actually. It was quite a funny story. He thought I was saying hey Chargy yes. I was like, you know what? Now that I listen to it, it does make a bit of sense. But it's HRGS. So that's my dad's initials.
That's nice. It's very sentimental, and I think that's a beautiful thing. You know, it's like paying homage to what started the music in your life.
What inspired me.
Oh, that's lovely. Would you say you got fans?
Because
I've been to your performances and I see all the girls like.
Yeah, there's a group of people that follow me for sure. Yeah.
And how do you feel about that? How do you cope with like that type of attention? Like, does it get to you sometimes? Like, do you feel like, ooh, like it's just overwhelming, it's too much, or do you love it? Like, be honest.
I love it. No, of course, yeah. You enjoy it, innit? You enjoy the attention, like you enjoy people like seeing what you get up to, like reacting to you on social medias. Of course, like you love that type of thing because you see that your work's paying off, innit? It's the feedback that you get as an artist. So 100%, I enjoy it, and yeah, I just try to make the most of it. It's like obviously I'm still at the stage where I'm growing, so I'm not big-headed or anything like that. I'm obviously replying to people. I'm obviously trying to interact as much as I can. So. Yeah, no, I enjoy it.
Of course. I mean, like I said, everyone likes attention, let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Everyone likes a little bit of attention.
Everyone loves it.
So I love the honesty. I'm here for it. So what would you say has been like your best experience or your best moment as an artist? Like, has it been a performance? Has it been a moment in the studio? Like, what has been like one of your favorite moments as an artist? Just
in general. Performing in I don't want to get the name incorrect. So Anna, what was the name of the boxing event? So sorry. The Boxing Grand Prix, that's the venue. So shout out to that again. So Boxing Grand Prix, that venue there was definitely special. It was a completely different experience. And that's probably one of my favorites up until now, for sure.
I love that. What was the energy like? Because that is a very different environment to perform
so
in.
it's the same thing I was saying you. So it's a different crowd. I don't know. It was just vibes. It was vibes. Everyone was having a good moment, seeing the knockouts, seeing the action take place. I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then for me to get up there and then perform my music, it was vibes. Definitely one of my highlights.
Tú tienes tu marido, pero estás pa' mí. Si te quedas con ganas, quédate tranquilo. Solo llámame, lo podemos hacer infieles otra vez. Tú tienes tu marido, pero estás pa' mí. Si te quedas con ganas, quédate tranquilo.
If you had to say you wanted to be known for something, what would you want to be known for? Or like your music?
Inspiring others, inspiring the younger generation, the same way I was inspired. Because there's a lot of people here that, in the Latin scene, underground Latin scene, that inspired me. I remember being like 13, 14 and listening to a lot of artists. Obviously, this is before like social media and stuff, right? So I would get stuff through my brother, which recorded music videos. So a lot of artists would approach him, obviously showing them their project, and I would hear their project through my brother. I was like, rah, there's a lot of Latinos here doing music, and it sounded sick. So the same way I got inspired by a lot of the older people here, I want to inspire the younger generation. That's what I want to be remembered for.
No, I think that's a sick thing. Like, we're here. If you're not here to elevate other people, then it's like, what are we really doing? No, I really like that. So what can we expect from the future? Like, what kind of collaborations?
We could talk about this. There's a big one I have with White Wolf called No Queda Nada. I don't know, maybe by the time of this podcast it might be released. I'm actually not sure yet.
He's another wavy artist.
He's cold. Shout out White Wolf. White Wolf's cold, man.
He's so different with it.
He's sick. His vocal tone is crazy.
Different.
White Wolf.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. But we have a song coming out with White Wolf, llamado No Queda Nada. That's coming with a music video. It may have dropped by now already, but if not, I can't say the date either. But that's coming very, very soon. So that's going to be a sick tune.
Well, we're going to have all the socials around somewhere. So, you know, to follow these artists so that, you know, estás pendientes, sus proyectos when they're releasing songs. So you don't know what to do when it comes to that.
Come on. También.
If you could collaborate with any artist, who would it be?
Fade. 110%.
Jeez, that would be naughty.
Yeah, no, Fade. Fade's
naughty
cold.
song.
Fade's cold. I'm loving Fade right now, man.
Yeah, he's popping right now.
Popping,
and you kind of have like the same vibe, because what I like about Fade as well is un perreo romántico. And it's like, you don't really get that.
I see where you're coming from.
It's like a lovey-dovey type of reggaeton. It's not so much...
It's not like,
you
know? Cool.
It's kind of like, mi amor.
So, you know the ones? I've been waking up to that tune for the last month, bro.
It's everywhere.
I can't lie. I've been waking up to that tune.
You can't avoid it at all.
But yeah, Fade, 100%.
Okay. And what would be your dream project?
A dream project?
Yeah.
An album. An album directed by... I'm trying to think, man. This is quite a hard question. Because there's so many people that I look up to. An album directed by Jay Cortez. There's one more brother, which is amazing, which I'm trying to remember his name. Justin Quiles. An album directed by Justin Quiles and Jay Cortez. That would be like... Because I don't know if you know, but they're like probably one of the heaviest songwriters right now. So
they write for a lot of artists and people don't realize
you know what?
that.
I only found out about that very recently. So I feel like obviously these top artists have their tunes, but when you look into the credits of the songs, it's got so many people under that. So I'm like thinking, if I could do this by myself, imagine with like another 5 artists or songwriters under me. So that would be
powerful.
That would be it.
Who are your like top artists that you listen to
right now?
Like you could give 3 or whatever, or however many you want to give.
Top of my head, I'll give like 5, yeah. So obviously Fade. It's not controversial, but obviously he's in a bit of a political issue right now. But Tory Lanez, I can't lie. Tory Lanez, I like because of his versatility in it. He is cold. Like he can sing, and his rapping is just like he's sick.
Besides the politics,
but besides the politics, he's cold.
He's very good at what he does.
Yes.
Like he features on a lot of tunes, and How You That Big.
And he does it with a lot of Latin artists as well, which is sick. Like,
and he sometimes makes the tune better.
Yeah. You got
besides the politics.
Yeah, besides the politics. Tory Lanez, ¿quién más? Obviously Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is obviously on that list. King Mas. I'm trying to think of someone that's not too big, but like I mess with a lot. I'm trying to think, man. I'm actually not too sure, you know. Oh. Justin Quiles again. My bad.
Yeah.
Justin Quiles, because of his melodies, and like I'm saying, because I have been listening to him a lot recently because I want to get inspired with the way he writes. La Bichota, Karol G. 100%.
I mean,
La
you
Bichota.
can't go wrong with La Bichota. You really,
She's
really
cold
can't.
with it. Her recent album as well.
Honestly, we don't have enough time for this one, but I'm obsessed with it.
She's cold.
I'm obsessed.
She's too cold with it. She's doing
I
it.
feel like she's definitely stepped up a level.
She's sick, man. I give it to her though. She's cold.
All right, to wrap it up, I'm going to play a quick little fire game with you. ¿Qué prefieres? What do you prefer?
Let's get it.
Yeah? First thing that comes to your head. Don't think about it too much.
I ain't gonna lie.
All right. What do you prefer? ¿Playa o montaña?
Playa.
¿Que te invitan o usted invita?
Yo invito.
¿Te vas por la noche o quedas en la mañana? ¿O vas en la mañana?
En la mañana.
Oh, we say I stay in the night. Vino o cerveza?
Cerveza.
Whiskey or rum?
Whiskey.
Blondes or brunettes?
Look at Paresca.
He's
Look at Paresca.
He said, I'm not discriminating. I love my baby
look at
fans.
Paresca. Whatever's on the menu.
Ain't you? Okay, I was even going to say crespito, pelo liso, but I'm going to assume it's the...
I mean, like, if I look at my track record, it's probably curly.
Okay, I hear that. Dia or noche?
Noche.
What do you prefer? Noche? Okay. All right, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing intimate parts of yourself, letting us know a bit more about you. So I do think it's important to know the person behind the artist because there is a human being behind the music. So thank you for this time. Gracias al Toto UK for allowing this space and for this magical interview. So thank you guys.
This has been amazing. So thank you guys for having me on here, man.
You already know what to do.
Had a good time.
Follow. Socials?
Brayden Música, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere, man. You can find me on OnlyFans. No, I'm joking. yeah, no.
I mean, he may not be joking. He might not be. He might not be. I don't know.
Brayden Música everywhere, guys. Follow, man. And
I've been Carïana. My socials is literally my initials, ACCL_. So you know what to do. And you already know you have to follow ALTODOUK.
You already know. You have to. If you haven't already...
What are you waiting for, my friend?
What are you waiting for, bro?
Follow, like, subscribe, comment. Do all of that, please. Thank you very much.
Pasa la noche, es el amanecer. Tú te vistes con prisa, te ves bien rica. Tu hombre va a perder. Mamá, con maquillaje cubre el hiki. Na. Si te preguntas, estabas busy. Sorry, amor. Me fui de tragos con mi amiga y la verdad, no sé qué fue lo que pasó, que me emborraché. No quiero verte ir. No puedo estar